kicker Dustin Hopkins set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. Taken at the 15. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. But it's hard enough. In this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Running on first down, Eckler. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 18-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. Uses the stiff arm. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Able to slither by.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air again, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Going deep here for Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that block.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Ekeler. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Ekeler. Room here to run. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle with Ekeler. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 24. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Out of the gun, Ekeler running it. And able to work his way down to the 16. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Ekeler, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ekeler now between the tackles. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Trucks over him. And out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. Third and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. His pass caught at the 4. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on third and goal. And they will run it with Michel. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Hopkins' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I like to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On the give, this is Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, 44 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The handoff, it's Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Now Eckler. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
On On 1st and 10, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds across. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Herbert now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 3rd down and 2. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Herbert off of play action. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. But probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll run here with Eckler. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive. So a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is where they'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Herbert to throw. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They snap it to Herbert. Williams brings it in. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Herbert. Down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last throw here for Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one's over.